Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here. Here.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the video. On today's episode of Delinz Reacts, we are going to react to William McNeil Jr.'s police stop. You all have seen it all over the news where the police stopped the man because of a traffic infraction, but they also gave him a right hook through his window. So we want to take a look at the footage and then kind of do a little analysis for ourselves to see exactly what happened. But before we get into the video, if you are watching my videos and you are not subscribed to this channel, especially if you've been here before, well, shame on you. Do me a humongous favor and get me over 1,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button right now. Also, there may be a little bit of victim Olympics going on here, so get your cards ready right here and let me know how many marks on this checklist that this person will get, if any at all, because we're not really sure if he's a victim or not. But without further ado, let's get into this series of videos and figure out exactly what happened.
Jacksonville, Florida, where a routine traffic stop turned violent has placed the city and the sheriff's department at the center of the country's latest debate on police use of force. The driver, 22-year-old William McNeil, spoke publicly for the first time about the incident.
Duval.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Days after William McNeil Jr. released this cell phone video of his violent traffic stop in Florida.
Justice for William McNeil. Justice for William McNeil.
I will say that brother knew how to take a punch, because I mean, I don't see the scenario. You know, people like us who have watched these videos, especially those of you who have watched my videos before, we've seen glass not be broken because of non-compliant people that are behind the wheel. However, we have not seen any right hooks issued through the broken glass. So I'm not sure this is exactly by the books, but let's keep watching before we get to judge, and make sure you stay tuned because we're going to watch the entire video, because that was only a snippet taken from the driver's car. So stay tuned because we're going to flip over to the actual body cam footage itself. But let's continue.
The fallout continues to grow. The video shows Jacksonville sheriff's officers shattering his car window, punching him across the face, and dragging him from his vehicle before placing him under arrest. Today, McNeil spoke publicly for the first time.
That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I knew I didn't do nothing wrong.
McNeil later pled guilty to resisting arrest without violence and driving with a suspended license.
So here's the thing, people. You got to understand, they don't have to tell you before you identify yourself why they pulled you over. They ask you for your identification. See, I already know what this is. He didn't want to give the police their driver's license simply because he knew it was suspended. We see these cases all the time. You can look through my channel and we see the same thing most of the time when people give the police a little resistance about identifying themselves. They have a warrant, the registration is up, or something like that. Because at the end of the day, if the man would have just gave him his license, none of this would happen. And I'm not saying that the right hook was justified, because that part was not, from what I can see. However, this whole thing could have been avoided. So he really has to take some accountability for this. But let's continue.
Trump is William McNeil's attorney.
It is a classic case of driving while black and police excessive force on a young man who never, ever did anything to warrant such force.
But the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says there's more to the story.
Of course.
They released police body cam footage showing McNeil repeatedly asking why he was pulled over, shutting his door, and ignoring repeated requests for him to step out of his vehicle. Sheriff T.K. Waters.
When incomplete cell phone camera footage becomes the basis on which public opinion turns, the results can be equally faulty.
You cannot justify this. You cannot condone this. the sheriff should say very publicly that this does not reflect our training, our policies, or our procedures and our values. And he should immediately terminate this officer.
And like I said, let's just keep it real. The right hook, no, I'm not in agreement with that. But I already know how because we watch so many of these videos, we know how this thing turns out when these people always decide that they don't want to comply or do stuff, and then it just escalates. Now, the police officer absolutely should be suspended, if not fired, for that right hook. However, no. Let's actually look at the entire story so we can really take a look at this case. Turn on the body cam.
Yeah, Florida 24 Bravo Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia.
Always a Kia or a Hyundai.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works.
All right, that's the red flag right there. Roll your window down or say, hey, my window, wait till he gets up there, because what happens is they think you're going to get out the car. And again, these are things that you just don't do on traffic stop. This is a learning exercise, so just don't do it. I am a black man that has survived many police traffic stops because I tend to drive a little fast. So I understand the game. And so my goal is to always get home. But let's continue.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Up, there we go. Call your supervisor. I'm not giving you my license. So the cop actually is not exactly correct. If you check out lead attorney's his review of this, he pulled the actual Florida statute. So inclement weather is not a reason. However, you cannot, inclement weather is not a reason, but raining while it's actually raining is a reason. But as you see in this case, it's not actually raining. So he probably pulled him because he ran his tags. That's probably the real reason. But let's continue.
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
Sorry, 35. I'm property driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
Well, I mean, listen, again, all this stuff. Now he's sitting in front of the church sniffling, but he brought all of this on himself. And so I know some people in the comments are going to call me a bootlicker or on the side of police. I'm on the side of what's right and what's wrong. And already this is just going downhill.
25 seconds. For 94, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
So he slammed the door and locked it.
Yep.
You cannot argue with police during the traffic stop. That's what court is for.
Lock the vehicle, please. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Your my camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay.
Now, notice that this officer is exercising a lot of restraint because he could have already broke his window and snatched him out the car because he's already asked them for his license, for him to step out of the car several different times. And he's telling him what he's not going to do. And we're going to see exactly what he's going to do. All right, we'll go second unit. Now, his windows are tinted.
Sir, this is the last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window.
Right.
Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window. No, he's under arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for
That's
resisting.
5 times.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door
That's 7.
and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
All right, there is
I'm about to break the
3,
window.
number 4. He's had enough at this point.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here.
1033 at 1521 hours.
What is your reason?
He's still talking about what's the reason.
No, don't touch it. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was going to walk.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking. Fucking 2%. Bro, I'm doing, bro. What's going on, man? You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
That's a lawful reason, bro.
You talking about a lawful reason? He's not a lawyer. All he had to do, this whole thing could have been avoided. But let's watch the end of this.
You gonna throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to take it off now, man. Bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with you.
All right, so we saw the whole video. So we saw his version, which is, oh, I'm a victim. Now, again, I don't agree with the right hook through the window. However, the rest of it, he really earned it because the officer simply asked for a driver's license. He's telling him what he's not going to do. He slams the door in his face, locks the door, stands there and tells him he's under arrest at least 7 times and probably stood there for about 4 minutes waiting for backup. And then once backup got there, it all went downhill. But again, the officer can't lose control. He can't just give right hooks just because he didn't open window. Breaking the window and snatching him out of the car was enough. So I agree with the excessive force. However, everything else was 1000% justified. And that's most likely why they are not going to be fired or suspended. And then, of course, he's running the entire victim Olympics. I didn't do nothing, this, that, and the other. You had a suspended license and there was something else. I forgot exactly what it was. And then you did not even you failed to identify yourself. Instead, you're demanding a supervisor and slamming the door. So honestly, you earned everything you got in this video. So guys, let me know what you think down in the comments, because this one was a doozy and I know it's probably pretty divisive. So please let me know down in the comments. Well, you have reached the end of yet another Delinz Reacts video. If you have found any value out of this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. And also, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button to help me reach 1,000 subscribers or more with this video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.